many clients, they claim that they don't have their birth certificate or NABC, but what happens, they want to get the affidavit only. So only having affidavit, will that help for the green card process, or do they need birth certificate or NABC?
So having affidavit is a good thing. Even if you are getting the birth certificate or NABC, affidavit is a kind of a must, and attorneys are asking about that. But affidavit alone will not get you the green card. So when it comes to the green card and when it comes to the USCIS processes, there are two levels of evidences regarding your birth, right? One is a primary evidences and second is a secondary evidences. So in the primary evidences, only birth certificate or NABC is accepted. And in the secondary evidences, your 10th mark sheet, your passport, your affidavits detailing about your birth, they are considered, right? So if you are not providing either birth certificate or NABC, your primary evidence is still not provided to USCIS, and which will result into an RFE. And of course, with the affidavits and the other secondary evidences, you can still go ahead and file your case. That case will be accepted. You don't need the birth certificate or NABC for the filing of the case, but expect a RFE which will be very clearly mentioned that, provide us the birth certificate or the NABC from the local municipal corporation where your birth took place.
Okay, just an add-on question onto this. On the affidavit, who will sign the affidavit on for the client, or anyone who wants the affidavit, who will sign for that? One, and second, let's say I born in Chennai, but I don't have anyone in Chennai now. So is it necessary that someone will be in Chennai, or any my relative will be in Chennai who will sign, or anywhere in India, from anywhere in India I can get the affidavit?
Yes, so I will be covering all the questions. So first of all, affidavit has to be signed by your relatives, right? So there is a hierarchy that it starts with your parents. Unfortunately, if the parents are not alive or one parent is not alive, then you can go to your elder siblings. And if you do not have the elder siblings, then you can go to relatives like uncle and aunt, and they can sign on your behalf. So the affidavit content is very simple. It mentions that, the name of the deponent that will be signing the affidavit and the relation with you. And the content will have like, this is your details, your identification, and you were born at that place at that date. So, and that person who is signing the affidavit should mention that I was present at the time of the birth, right? So if we have this content ready, and one important thing is, we have seen there are many times that your name is misspelled or your father has different name, or there are initial versus expansion. Affidavit is the place where you can bridge all those gaps. Let's say if, for example, your father name is RK Singh and his passport has Raj Kumar Singh, you can always have an affidavit that I, RK Singh, in the bracket AKA, which is also known as Raj Kumar Singh, and close the bracket. So that affidavit will not just provide you the birth details, but it will also address any expansions of initials, any misspelled names for any of the person in your application, like you, your mother, your father. And the second question is, like, if you have born in Chennai and you do not have a relative in Chennai, that is not a problem at all. So the affidavit can be made at any place in India. They don't have to be at your birthplace. It can be anywhere in India, as long as that person is your relative and they are elder than you. They can sign on that affidavit at the place where they are residing currently. And the affidavit has to be drafted on a stamp paper, and then it has to be notarized by the Indian notary once the signature is been done by the deponent. So that's the process for the affidavit.
Okay, got it.